We are live. Oh, I forgot. Hold on.
Hold on. You gotta get that other done first. There
We
you
can't
go.
read that little writing.
I can't read it anyway.
Well, I can read it if it's bigger. All right.
I just can't read.
Okay. Hello, everybody. It's Danny and Wanda from Deepsouth Homestead. And tonight we hope to have a little bit of fun, huh? A little bit of Christmas cheer.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Got a lot of people popping in from all over.
All over the place.
I mean, everywhere they popping
Yeah,
in.
I'm sitting here. A whole bunch of them. All right.
So, first off, we got 5 inches of rain this week.
We did. We got 5 inches of rain. Not all in one day.
You telling you last time, be careful what you ask for and how you ask for it?
Yeah, but it didn't even put a foot of water in the pond.
I know, but we got steady rain.
We got a 1/4 of an inch one day.
Yeah.
Then we got 2.5 inches one day.
Mm-hmm.
And we got 2.5 inches the next day. So we actually got 5 1/4,
but it was a steady rain.
Just light rain. It wasn't.
It was amazing.
No floods.
We do still have the old-fashioned multiplier onions.
Yes, we do still have them.
Moved some to Pecan Grove. Hopefully, we will have a stand of them in the future. We'll see.
Who knows? Who knows?
But what did you do? He did some honeydew lists this week while it was raining.
I did do some honeydew lists this week while it was raining. Matter of fact, it rained for on and off. It rained for 3 days.
Let me show them what. I think this is it. That's it. Y'all see that
that's
wall?
One wall that I did.
And I didn't put a picture of the floor. Oh, and the floor was the main thing. I forgot the floor. Let's see.
I've been on my knees. Miss Wanda's had me on my knees all week long.
That I have.
I mean, it was something else. Oh.
I thought I had a picture of the hallway. I'm trying to see.
Well.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
No, I thought I took one. I did. I know I did. I just got to find where it is. All right, we'll talk about something else till I find where I put it.
Not only have I been working on the wall, I've been working on flooring. I've been custom building the trim work to go with the flooring.
This is you finished under the cabinets.
Yeah, I finished underneath our kitchen
see
cabinets.
If I can get it where y'all can even see that. On the lights hitting it.
That's okay. Just be still. There you
go. It doesn't look as pretty there as it does. Oh, the light was hitting it when I took the picture, I think. That's what it is. All right, let me see if I can find the floor down the hallway. You can't really see it.
Oh, I don't know what you got going on there, but
I thought I had the floor where you could see it, but
maybe not.
Maybe not. I know I took pictures. That's the kitchen.
Oh well.
That's the foyer. Some of them seen the foyer.
Oh well.
Okay, I guess I don't have a hall picture. This is what I can do.
You can do this. You can take a, well, you're going to have to close the door.
We'll go close the door.
All right, hang on just a minute.
This is the way to do it.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, it don't matter about that. There's one back here trying to tell me, move that, move that. I'm like, I'm not going to move that. It's a house. Well, it's a camp. It's not really a house. It's a camp.
All right, so this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, she's taking a picture now, trying to get the, where she can put it up. Oh, Miss Wanda's all about taking pictures.
Okay, let's see how that one looks.
Okay, we're going to see. We're going to see what she took.
Okay, let's see if I can make it happen.
Where was that?
It's going down the hallway. But, okay, where is... See, it doesn't look good when you do double-double.
Well, you didn't take a picture down the hall. You took it crossways.
I took it at an angle.
Yeah, well, just take it straight down the hall.
All right, so
my goodness,
down the hall.
No, this is not the table from the cabin. This is a table from Deepsouth Homestead that I built years ago for Ms. Wanda.
All right, I took a side view of you. Let's see how the flooring is pretty, but it does. This picture, the lighting is not.
There's too much bright lights on it.
Yeah, it's too much bright lights. It's not working.
Yeah.
But you can see from this picture right here, this is the wall behind us, and this is the table that was at Deepsouth Homestead in the dining room.
In the dining room, yeah.
And you can't see the flooring. I don't think I can. No, it ain't moving it. Okay.
No, it won't. You can't do nothing with that.
I can't move it for right now. But anyway, that's the wall that I've been working on for, I don't know how long. How long I've been working on this wall?
Oh, I don't even know.
But that's one of the things that I've been working with. And,
3D Homestead said, just curious why you call it a camp and not a house.
Because we own too many houses.
Because we own too many homes. Yeah.
Until we get rid of a couple of them.
We got to sell some houses before. And this is way back in the woods. We're not out on a road nowhere or anything. You got to go back through the woods to get into this place back in here. Just simply because of who we are. We don't want to be out where people can just drive right up to it. It's way back in the woods.
And the other thing is, people wanted to know, I've had a bunch of people asked about the color of the stain. It is provincial. Is it Minwax?
I think so.
I think it's Minwax, but I'm not sure. But it's provincial is the color of the stain, and the floor looks weird in those pictures, but when you see it in person, it's really
It looks like bandsawed lumber because it's got the marks in it like a bandsaw sawing across it.
Yeah, it's just it's got an older look.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do tonight, we got several things we're going to be giving away, and so I'm going to mention them right quick. Electroculture rods from Hills Mills Homestead. We're going to be giving some of those away. Oh, where did it go? Coffee from Silver Run Coffee Crafters. This is the holiday blend. They have their website up, silverruncoffee.com, I think, if you want to order any coffee. Smell.
Woo, man.
We're going to be giving away this canning book here. Let's see what else we got.
Jay Robinson says, Danny, do you water your onions every day? No, I do not water my onions every day.
The 4-pack blend of Miss Lippy's seasonings, the swamp mix, the clucking good, I think it's the porking good, and the voodoo mix is in there. And everybody wants to try the cornmeal. We're going to be giving one of those away. And I don't know how, I put 4 packs of seeds up on Etsy for a man, and 3 others disappeared right quick, so 2 packs of seeds to 2 winners. So that's our giveaways. We'll be giving those away sometime tonight before we get off.
Hoping so.
All right, so.
Oh, let's see.
All right, so what I'm going to do tonight, I've got pictures that I've decorated a little bit of the cabin because, or camp.
It's a camp. It's not a cabin.
I know.
It's a camp. This is too big for a cabin. A cabin is small. This is like 3,000 square feet. It's a camp.
Yeah. I've got it decorated somewhat. We have not put up a tree or anything, but I took some of the ornaments and I placed them in sporadic places in the decorations and stuff. And so tonight, if you see an ornament that you gave me, because a lot of these people gave us years ago.
Yeah.
And we put them on the Christmas tree. This year, I don't think I'm going to opt for a Christmas tree because we're going to be working on the camp before and after Christmas. So I don't want to put up a tree and have it in the way. We got too much to do. But I will give you a sample right quick. Let's see where. Let's start at the end and work our way.
Oh, you got a pile of pictures.
All right, so this one here is sitting by the wood heater. And so if you recognize something in this picture that you sent, type in, I sent you, whatever. So you kind of, as you see these pictures, be looking to see if there's anything that you would have sent. And I'll pop a picture up off and on as we talk throughout the night.
Okay, hold on. Somebody says, Danny, why is my lemon tree aborting my little lemons? Usually when a lemon tree aborts its little lemons, they did not pollinate. That's usually the number one reason why little lemons just fall off the trees, is they did not pollinate whenever they were when it was blooming.
All right, did y'all get Elvis up in there? Nope.
Nope.
Don't have an
Elvis is gone to the happy land hereafter.
Happy hunting land, I guess. Yeah. He got eaten by a catfish, kind of, sort of. Yeah. Or at least we figure that's what happened. All right. Now, what am I doing? Yeah, we downsized to 3,000 square
feet. We did downsize, actually. I mean, we got
rid of several bunches of buildings.
Lots and lots of buildings, and brought everything into
the house.
To camp.
One camp, but one building. Yeah. And then things like his shop, he's kind of incorporated a lot into the shop. And he did want the syrup building, which we did not have a syrup building.
No, we didn't have a syrup building. We had we needed somewhere to skin our animals, which we had in the barn. Yeah. Or in the shop over at Deepsouth Homestead. So we fixed a place, where we could skin the animals and cook the syrup and do other things, with the building at the same time. It's a place we can wash vegetables and all that.
And then the smokehouse, of course, he built the smokehouse because he had one over there and he wanted to replicate it over here so he would have a smokehouse. Yeah. Yeah, wood is warmer than sheetrock or anything like that. I mean, I would think.
Well, it's a warmer look. Yeah. It creates a warmer atmosphere.
And it holds the heat. To me, it holds the heat better. I don't know.
When I built this place, I mean, I've built it myself. I tried to incorporate some new things into this, new technologies. As a matter of fact, when I put the walls up, I didn't allow anybody in the house because when I was wiring it, I was putting specific things in the house that I didn't want anybody to see. So they're all covered in behind the walls, and I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that's incorporated into this building for mine and Wanda's future.
Somebody asked, did we have a porch? We have a little small front porch. We have a large back porch, and then we will have another porch eventually.
A big deck off of our bedroom. Yeah.
We just haven't got that far. This is a planning stage. We change our mind.
We don't. Periodically. Yeah. Well, we don't borrow money. We just pay for stuff as we go because we don't believe in going in debt to borrow money.
There won't be well, I guess you could say a canning kitchen. On the back porch is going to be a kitchen that I will use for that purpose. I mean, I probably won't call it a canning kitchen exactly, but it will have a stove and things for that purpose, for canning, for cookouts, whatever. Let's see, where else? How do I know when my lemons are ready to pick?
Well, Tamara, if it's going to freeze and they're still on the tree, it don't matter if they're green, take them off. But just wait for them to turn yellow. This is just at the right distance from me, with and without glasses. I can't.
You can't see it?
I can't see it.
You need it closer, or?
Yes, I need it closer. Now, let me see.
Is that better?
Let me see.
We're just moving a table here, so.
Yes, that's a lot better.
All right.
Because I'm having to strain my right eye.
It is healthier than sheetrock.
Oh yeah, way healthier than sheetrock. A house has to be able to breathe, and sheetrock, depending on the kind of sheetrock you have today, whether it's the old-fashioned sheetrock or it's the new fiberglass sheetrock that won't mold. Lots of sheetrock will mold in behind it, and people do not know that. So we went with the option of just wood. We have 2x6 walls. We have house wrap, half-inch plywood, 1x12 poplar from Mr. Mickey on the outside, and then we have R19 insulation in the walls, soundproof. We have soundproof insulation in the walls, and then we have 1x12 white pine on the insides.
And speaking of Mr. Mickey, now Mr. Mickey did make a trip, and some of you may remember, and we kind of just brushed it off. They came, visited us, what, a year ago?
Yeah.
About a year ago. And what he was doing was actually delivering lumber for the camp.
Yeah.
We just didn't say anything because we hadn't told anybody we were actually building it
right.
then. And in order to give away the electroculture rods tonight, the one thing that I thought we would do for the electroculture is, what did Mickey bring originally to Deep South? Do y'all remember, and what it was for? What was the first trip that Mr. Mickey came to Deep South? What was he bringing, and what was it for? So, and I forgot to tell my moderator, so I'll kind of have to send her a message so she knows what she's looking for. But Kathy, if she's on here, she knows what she's looking for. So.
Oh, you got it where it ain't rolling.
Let me let it roll.
You got it sitting here locked up on me here.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know.
Caleb asked how my heart doing these days. My heart's doing pretty good. I mean, I still have a little flare up every now and then, but it's nothing like what it was. Oh Lord, there's lots of things going by here.
Okay.
I saw it. It's done went through.
Okay. I got to go back. Well, it started way on back.
Okay, right.
All right, so
started right there.
Miss Lippy's gonna see what she can find. That ain't what he brought.
That ain't the first thing he brought.
No.
Wait a minute, now I'm even confused.
Mr. Mickey, first time he come, he was brought for. I know this already in the chat, so I guess yeah, right here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm not sure. Miss Lippy's got to tell me which one, but I think I see who it is, but we'll confirm with her. But it was lumber for the barn, for the
Farmall barn.
Farmall barn. Is what it was.
Lumber for the Farmall barn.
And as long as you had lumber for the barn, that's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if she tells me if that's who it is before I announce. And if it is, I'll have y'all will send me your address to deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com. All right, I'm waiting on Lippy. She may have put it down in the comment. Oh yeah, Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica LaGrange.
Yes, Jessica, send us an email. Thank you, Lippy. Okay, I was waiting on a thing through here. It was a surprise for Danny's birthday at grain mill. No, the grain mill came a couple of years later.
Yeah, the grain mill was like a couple of years later. Matter of fact, Mickey and I done a video when he brought the lumber. We sat down and done a video about the first time about lumber, about milling, and about drying lumber. Well, we talked about a ton of things about cutting lumber.
Yeah. So it was the poplar boards for the barn, or lumber for the barn. So Miss Jessica, Jessica LaGrange, send us a email. Okay, so where are we at now?
Let's see here.
Several people knew it was for the barn. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got any more questions. Did you use Prodex R19 or fiberglass insulation?
I used a soundproofed fiberglass insulation that did not have any formaldehyde or anything like that in it. It was what they call safe insulation.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see where we at now. Back to.
Let's see. After paying $33 for 3 beef ribs the other day, I think I need to start raising some Dexter cattle. Gee whiz, the price of beef is high. That's farmer boy Eli. That's like $10 a rib.
That's outrageous.
That's outrageous. That is outrageous, really.
Yeah, I guess Danny and I take it for granted really now, but back when we first started YouTube, one of the things that we did not do was we did not raise our own meat. We had our chickens, but they were for egg laying, and that was all we had. And then we went into rabbits next, I think.
Thank you, Vicki. I'll be watching for it.
So then the rabbits produced enough meat that we had quite a bit, and he went into chickens, buying chickens for us to have. And then we went into the meat birds, the turkeys, the goats, and we never used the goats for any purpose other than they were cute. And so we decided that wasn't doing them a whole lot of good on our homestead. And that's when he went into the cow. We did try sheep, but that we had the sheep, the meat, and it was the hair sheep. And then we went into the cows. And since we've had cows and we have our own meat, it has been fabulous.
Yeah. Howard and Renee Robertson says, is rock wool insulation good to use? Yeah, rock wool is good to use. It has it doesn't burn. That's one good thing about it. And it's really dense. It's a really good, you don't have to worry about breathing fibers into your lungs and all that kind of stuff. So it really is a good thing. And I was also...
what was I thinking Homestead said? Where is the best place to order bulk sweet potato slips?
Bulk sweet potato slips? Oh, you say
Hoss Tools
usually has them in the spring. We've ordered from Hoss before, and they were in pretty good shape when we got them. I have to admit that.
We've had pretty good luck with the sweet potato slips. I don't know who else might have them other than Hoss.
It's illegal in the state of Mississippi to ship them out of Mississippi, so
we can't do it. Or we would. We'd try it.
Let's see. Nancy Kegg says, "Did you take the mantle over to Pecan Grove?" No, the mantle stays in the cabin over at Deepsouth Homestead.
Yeah. All right. Are you finished with the inside of the camp? No.
No, we're a long way from being through.
This is a work in progress we have.
Well, let's put it this way. Every 1x12 board you see on this wall behind me, I have a router system set up. I have to route it so that it shiplaps, so that if it expands and contracts, you can't see between the boards and it stays, insulated between them. No air can pass through there. So, I mean, I have to do that, and then I have to send them to Ms. Wanda. Ms. Wanda has to sand them, stain them, varnish them, and if they're rough, she has to sand them again and then clear coat them 2 more times.
And there's a lot of boards in here. And I started out with the ceilings. I was going to do the 8-inch boards. We only did 2 rooms with the 8-inch boards, and I said, not happening.
No,
so we'd
be here forever.
A different type of board on the ceiling that I could just paint, and plus it lightens the rooms up.
Yeah.
And it took us long enough to get the flooring down. But
right.
And we don't have all the flooring down. We're only halfway there.
Yeah, I'm with Tim. Tim is right. I actually have a sweet potato manual. I teach people how to raise your own sweet potato slips. There's no need to ever order sweet potatoes in bulk or order sweet potato slips, period, because you can grow your own so very easy. I mean, we grow like 500 and 600 of them at a time from just a few potatoes. I mean, it's nothing to it. Literally nothing to it. And being this Christmas time, I mean, we have the books for sale. If anyone is interested, let me see if I can get one of them here. I'll show you. This is the, I'll get it where it looks right. Oh, my arm, okay, I'm dyslexic here.
And you talk about me.
This is the sweet potato manual, and when you open the sweet potato manual, I did lots of pictures in it showing you how to do things.
And it is our pictures of us doing it.
Nothing was just taken off the internet. These are all our stuff. There's all explanations about all kinds of things in it, about all the processes of growing them, doing whatever you need to do. Lots of pictures, lots of good information.
We also have
a carrot manual.
And it's the same way. And we have the English PEA manual. And possibly next week, somebody will get all 3. Or I can break it up and 3 different people get one. But I thought I might just do next week our good sized prizes. And that would be one of them.
Yes.
So we will be doing that.
Paula, you go to our Etsy store.
Miss Lippy's got the link.
Yeah, Miss Lippy put the link down there, deepsouthhomestead.etsy.com, and you can go take you straight to it. and they'll be there on the Etsy store.
Miss Gail, no, the camp is not off-grid. I told people I didn't want to
No.
be off-grid years ago. We tried the off-grid cabin. It just, in Mississippi, it ain't gonna work.
No.
It just ain't. I mean, I know a lot of people try that, but no. I have power until we don't have power, let's put it that way, and then I have ways to be off-grid if we have to be.
If we have to be off-grid, we have several power stations that we have here. We can, with no problems. I have all kinds of solar panels, charge controllers, you know, I have all that kind of stuff, battery banks and all that. If we have to be off-grid, we can be off-grid.
Yeah. All right.
Is it, Heidi, hold on. Heidi says, is it too late to plant sweet peas? Yes, Heidi, it's too late to plant them. The plant itself can take the hard freeze, but when they put peas on, it will kill the blooms in the peas. You'll have to probably wait till mid-January now, provided we don't get some kind of freak Arctic weather in here.
Okay, so I'm going to show y'all the next picture. This is something that someone sent me probably about 3 to 4 years ago. It is made out of a Santa hat, but it's a wreath that hangs on the wall. And
there's future dreams to reality.
Hey, girl! Oh my
goodness,
it's
girl!
been a long time no see.
I just happened to see your name come through here. I hope you're doing good.
I want to know, did you get married?
Yeah, did you finally find you a guy?
I'm just curious. She was becoming a welder, wasn't she? Wasn't that what she was doing?
I think so.
Taking welding classes,
she was taking
if I'm
welding
not
classes.
mistaken. This is on the table that's behind us. Let me take that off. Now this is in the kitchen, in the window, looking out front. And y'all go ahead and look quick. I'm telling you. I'm just going to do 3 or 4. And these are the cards. Now I got, I think there's two cards that are, 2 or 3 of them are Thanksgiving cards, because I got those and I didn't tell who gave them to me when I got them a couple of weeks ago. And so I put those up there, and then we got a couple, 3 in this week. So if your card's up there, say something. And this is just a hodgepodge of ornaments that people sent. I put them in this little bowl and set them out, got them stuck there. This is one side of it. Wait for it.
You gotta get rid of one.
There's the other one.
Yeah.
That's the front side of it. All right, so we're going to answer some questions, and if y'all recognize any of these ornaments and y'all sent them, let us know. All right.
Nancy Tharp says, woohoo, my card.
All right. Darlene says she sent the peace card. Yeah, there's 2 of them. She says she's in college, senior year now. I've been busy, but I am still alive.
All right, girl.
Oh, that's awesome.
And there's one, Nanny Joyce says, I sent the Santa hat.
Okay. Barbarian Chick said her card is on the way. Yeah, I like the card holder. It holds a lot of cards. I just got to figure out once how many will fit on there. That they say a lot fits on there, but
East Texas Living says, Merry Christmas.
She's the one, she sent me a message this week. She knows from Virginia, from the feed store.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about, yeah.
At the, what you call it,
at the doggy place there.
The doggy place.
At Warren's.
Yeah.
Animal care place.
Veterinarian office. Yeah. That's it. We'll figure it out after a while. It takes 2 of us to figure things out. Yeah, she had sent me a message and said she had lived here or knew somebody, and then she said it was Virginia, and I said, oh, yeah.
Okay, Ali Belote, I hope I said that right, says,
Ali
Belote says, what year is your F-150? Believe it or not, it's a 2006 model quad cab, 4-wheel drive F-150. It was chrome edition, top of the line when I bought it. I bought 2 of them when I bought that one, and for my construction companies, and I turned around and sold one of them, and I kept one just to have once we shut down the construction company.
Jessica, the kitchen curtains are from JCPenney. I found them in the JCPenney.
Okay, Ronald says, what do you think of the spray-in insulation? They can spray it in finished walls. The kind you spray in finished walls, they have to actually cut a 2-inch hole. I've seen it done. They cut a 2-inch hole in the top and they fill the wall from the top all the way up to that point. We did a house in Jackson, Mississippi that way. It worked pretty good, but you do have to do it to sheetrock walls. It'd be very difficult to do it to wooden walls because you'll have a hole in the wall.
Yeah. Got any drones in the pasture? Nah.
Nah, we shoot them down.
We had buzzards.
We had buzzards in the pasture today. Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see, what else we got done? We had, I mean, other than working in here.
I guess my most aggravating part this week was building trim. I had some red oak I had to build trim out of. As a matter of fact, it's laying on the wood heater right yonder. We've got some trim made to go around my wood heater.
Yeah.
Because we went to buy the transition pieces for the floor, and Danny's not paying that for that stuff, and because it looks like junk, and I want something that's real, you know. So I custom built all my trim.
Yeah, he's got a lot to do. He did finish in under the kitchen cabinets. You put the toe kick.
Yeah, put the toe kick boards on.
And made a huge difference. So that's done. We've still got around the kitchen, he's got to fill in the top and close that in. And we've got a lot of trim here and there all over the place.
I'm
walls to keep finished. I mean, we still got quite a few walls.
We still got quite a few walls to go.
And still got flooring in about half of it, I think.
We've got more than half the, well, we probably got a little over half. No, we don't neither. We probably just have half of it done with flooring right now.
Okay, I'm not sure which one of these pictures. I was trying to find the one with the kitchen curtains, but I hadn't found it. So, I'm just showing them some while you're talking.
Okay, let me look over here. My F-150 right now has about 110,000 miles on it. We just don't drive it anymore except to go get feed. That's about all we ever do with it anymore.
Yeah, that's about it.
Robert Mitchell's right. He says, but when you blow walls, it will settle. That is exactly correct. It will settle.
That's what we were looking at.
Let's see here. Anna Jansen says, benefits of cedar used in a build versus pine and other woods. Well, it depends on what part of the country you're from. Where we're from in the Deep South, cedar is almost non-existent as far as being able to have enough to build anything with. And then there's 2 or 3 different kinds of cedar we get here. We have red cedar we can order in here. We have western cedar we can order in here. Both of them are so outrageously priced that it's just not feasible to even use them in a house.
I don't know where the curtains are. I can't find it. I've looked. What about the isonine spray for the walls, ceilings, and under floors? Not sure of the spelling.
You talking about the closed cell foam is probably what you're talking about. The closed cell foam is fine to use under floors and in the attic. I don't know that I would use it in the walls because if a house needs to be able to breathe. And if you close it in, the problem with people staying sick today is they do all these energy efficient homes and the house cannot breathe anymore. A house that can't breathe is a dangerous place to live. You need air coming in and out of a house from outside.
What kind of flooring is this?
This is vinyl plank flooring.
How is your knee?
It's okay. I probably walked about a mile on it yesterday.
I probably have some of them. I don't know. I may not have them beat, but 2006 was only 104,000 miles. I've got what is mine? A 2000?
Yours is a 2018 Chevy Trax.
Yeah.
That has what? 20?
Maybe a little over 20,000.
Little over 20,000 miles on it because we don't. I mean,
I've had it for almost 4 years.
This is the thing that gets most people. Now, what I'm fixing to tell y'all may blow your mind. Our average fuel bill for a month for us, and we have the car and the truck, is about, our average fuel bill is about $60 to $100 for a month. That's how much gas we burn.
Now, some months it may not.
Some months it don't even go that high. Some months it's only like $40.
Yeah.
But now, some months for the Rangers and the tractors, it's like $120.
That tells you what we do most of the time.
Because we don't leave the house. We stay home.
And we ride around all over the place, and we're back and forth, and Danny's on the tractor probably sometimes, I don't know how long, most days at least an hour a day on the tractor.
Yeah.
Some days 6 and 8 hours a day on the tractor.
I have spent 6 and 8 hours a day on the tractor, yeah.
But not lately. It's been a while, but at least a good hour a day most days. What can I use on my porch ceiling? We have tin and it sweats. I'm in South Carolina. That's tan.
Your porch ceiling is sweating because you don't have something underneath it. Once you put something underneath it, it will quit sweating. That's just a rule of thumb with the metal, because it condensates. Once you break that barrier and put something under it. Now, don't put sheetrock or anything like that. Probably vinyl or even other metal. Well, you know, I have built a lot of fine homes that the porches were just metal ceilings underneath them. I've done a lot of them out of cedar plywood. I've done a lot of them out of vinyl. It's just make sure that it can breathe. That's the biggest issue, is the soffit vents. If it can't breathe, then you're going to have problems.
Oh, Beverly Michaels got us beat. She's got a 2006 Chevy Express van with only 56,000 miles.
Oh.
She stays home.
She stays home now.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, a lot of people say they never go very much church and doctors or church into the store and stuff like that. Do you run premium only in the side-by-side?
Only thing I run in my side-by-side is non-ethanol. I will not put anything with ethanol.
Merry Christmas, Joshua.
Something just landed on me. I don't even know what it was. It's gone.
I hope not.
I know I felt it on my finger, but I don't know what it was. That's kind of unusual. But anyway, Danny, can you use Romex wire rather than thin wall conduit? For what? You know what I mean? The only reason you'd use thin wall conduit would be that you're doing like metal stud construction or commercial. When you do residential, you only use Romex.
Okay. Some of them are saying vinyl insulation under the metal roof porch. That's what Lippy has. Somebody else was saying some kind of sheathing, polyso sheathing. I'm not sure what that is. What do we put under ours at Deepsouth to block that on the she shed? Oh, you just put insulation.
I just insulated. I put styrofoam insulation. Yeah.
We hadn't put any boards or anything under it.
3B Homestead said, what kind of gas do you use in your vehicles? We use non-ethanol in our vehicles. Only non-ethanol.
Yeah.
It's a little more expensive, but we use it.
Oh, thank you, Tony. Send me 3 Danny corn seeds. Send me an email, Tony, at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com and say, hey, look, I'd like some Danny corn. I have some. Where is it? Right here. I'm going to put Tony's name on it. R-A-L-E-Y.
Tony Rayleigh.
Now you got to send me an email with your address. You'll get a little more than 3 seeds.
Darlene Wright says, do you believe y'all are set with multiple ways of preserving food? I think so. I mean,
well, number one,
necessity is the mother of all inventions. So, I mean, to be honest with you, we have everything we need to can with.
Well, number one, we will grow something we can eat fresh every day,
Yes.
as long as the weather and everything permits. And we have lots of things that we can eat. We may not like it, but we can eat fresh every day, something here, usually.
That's why we do permaculture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might not be what we would expect to eat all the time, but it would keep us going. Number two, like you said, canning.
Yeah.
We have everything to can for quite a while.
Quite a while.
Several years. If we did not can and we know how to can over fire, so we could do that.
We have tons of salt, so we have lots and lots of salt, so we could preserve some of our stuff with just salt.
Yeah. I do have a freeze dryer, so if I needed to and we had power, I can freeze dry. It's not a big deal. What else? I know how to dehydrate. I got rid of my dehydrators because I don't like dehydrated food, and there was no point in me keeping a dehydrator, but I know how to. Danny knows how to build a, what do you call them, a solar dehydrator.
Yeah.
We planned on doing that many years ago, but we figured out real quick we didn't like dehydrated food. So.
Okay, Midtech 131 says, how do we store our Danny corn seeds until spring? Just chunk them in the freezer. Or you don't have to do anything to them really, but I always leave mine in the freezer. But if you get any from us, it's already been through the freezer, so you don't have to worry about weevils or anything like that in them. You can just leave them in the pack, but if you're a little skeptical, chunk them in the freezer.
Yeah, and two, we have freezers. So as long as there's electricity and we can keep that going, yes, we're good to go. And lots of things like your squash and, I mean, not squash, but pumpkins you can store, and sweet potatoes you can store, and regular potatoes as far as that. We'll store here for a few months, not a long time.
Conserve Friends says, have a question. Are you going to build a walk-in cooler? Yes, because the one at Deepsouth Homestead can't be moved. It has to go with the property when we sell it. So I will be, Lord willing, I will be building a place here to put me a walk-in cooler, because we have learned that it's almost a necessity on a homestead to have some sort of a walk-in cooler.
Yeah, out of everything we've done, that would be on the top 5 of us, as long as there's power.
As long as there's power.
Top 5 having a cooler of some sort. I guess a top 5 things for a home. It comes in handy for quite a few things. And I guess if you had no power, you could use it as a storage building.
Yeah, Tim Hardison says, are you on a power grid or do you have your own power supply? Now, we're on the power grid where we're at right here. I have everything to be off grid, but we're not off grid.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Meditech 131 says, are there certain seeds that should not be stored in the freezer? Yeah, there's a lot of them you don't have to put in the freezer, like cucumber seeds and tomato seeds and pepper seeds and carrot seeds and turnip seeds and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to put any of that in the freezer. All that stuff is perfectly fine. The only thing you have to put in the freezer is like corn, peas, butter beans, or something like that.
Darlene Wright says, after watching Pecan Grove today, she got a song stuck on her head. Oh, pepper tree.
Oh, pepper tree.
Oh, now everybody's going to be singing that.
Okay, Ollie Belote says, Danny, do you put non-ethanol gas in your Ford and Chevy? Yes, we use non-ethanol gas in everything on our property. Lawnmowers, tractors, side-by-sides, vehicles, everything. We only buy non-ethanol fuel.
Sometimes you may have to click out and come back in if the sound starts going in and out. It happens almost every time. Some people have it, but just restart your chat.
Let's see here.
Restart the live. Just go back out and come back in or whatever. Do you know that you can plant perennial herbs in winter?
Did you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can plant perennial herbs in the winter. Matter of fact, that's the time you really want to plant them.
What is the pepper plant's name you showed in the video yesterday?
I don't know, what video did you put up yesterday?
That we were in the greenhouse. It was banana peppers.
We only have banana peppers, bell peppers, and the purple peppers.
That's only kind
and
of.
then outside we have the Fuji jalapenos.
We didn't show those.
But we didn't show those. Yeah.
Let's see where we're at.
Okay. Amanda Yeats says, Mr. Danny, what month do you harvest your onions? Usually somewhere April or May is when we usually do it, depending on the weather, really, and how early we get them put in.
All right, Texas Chopper says, I can pears and they look great until I open the jar and they turn brown overnight. What did I do wrong? Did you put lemon juice or either citric acid in them? Almost every time you do pears or apples or anything like that, they need citric acid. You need to, what is it called?
What are you trying to say?
When you put the apples or the pears over in lemon water or citric acid water.
You're keeping them from oxidizing.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be what it is. And even then, sometimes, like when my pears will be pretty white looking when they're canned or a touch pink, they will turn a touch brown. Even with that, over a year or two, they do turn a little bit, but not brown, just a tinge brown, not hurt. Let's see, where we going?
Let's see. Oh. Danny got his ears lowered too. Yep, I did.
Yeah, we both got a haircut.
We both decided it was time for us to go get a haircut, so we went and got a haircut.
Yeah. Now they're wanting you to start on the bacon, please, please, please.
Yeah,
we were talking about
that today. I've just been so busy, guys. I haven't had time to even think about it. It's sitting in the freezer waiting for me to do, and I will get to it. You have all this done now?
No, Lippy's supposed to be sending me a list, I guess. Okay, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think any of those have. Oh, gosh. Let me have one thing. Let me see what I got going on. I've got one of these already.
Yeah, make sure you get all this stuff taken care of here now before it gets to be too late.
All right, let me set stuff where I know what I got.
You only got like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Let's get this kind of stuff done here.
I got several. So this one, Miss Lippy's, we're going to hold on. We're going to be probably drawing for this one later.
Well, it ain't going to be
we'll
much
do a
later.
number. What time is it?
We got 10 minutes.
Okay. I got to know out of, let's see. We're going to send, I'm trying to think which one would be best for which one. Miss Nancy Thorpe, T-H-A-R, Tharp, Miss Nancy Thorpe.
Nancy Thorpe.
I'm going to be sending you some cornmeal. If you'll send me your email address at deepsouthhomestead.com. Let me write that one down or I won't remember. And
yeah, you better write that one down.
Yep.
Linda Dyke says, I want the coffee.
All right. Where else am I?
Okay.
Miss Darlene Wright. I'm going to send the Holiday Blend coffee to Darlene Wright. So send me...
There's Miss Nancy Thorpe. She says, me, thanks. Miss Nancy, send us your address.
All right, and on the coffee, they do have their website up now, and it, I think Lippy was putting their website if y'all want to try their coffee. Now, let's see.
Lippy said, I got the winners wrote down.
I've got it, but I got to figure out with one. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. One of them I'm not going to mention right now because I got to figure out what I'm going to be doing. All right, Miss K.A. Kinnon, Kinnon. Miss K. Kinnon. Let me see if she's still in here. We're going to send you the book. If you do not, and if you already have this book, tell me and we'll swap out for coffee and we'll do somebody else. So Miss K. Kinnon, Kinmon, Kinman, K. Kinman. If you have the book, we'll swap out for a coffee. So let me know before we do anything else. All right. You write that.
Silver Run Coffee Crafter says, I made cornbread with your cornmeal and it was awesome.
Oh, are y'all in here?
I didn't even know y'all was in here. All right.
All right, let me find where did I get Canon book? Kinmon, Kinman. All right, Kay, are you still in here so I know if you want the Canon book or would rather have coffee? Because I have black gold. Now I've tried this. This is pretty good coffee. I've tried like I've tried the holiday blend. I had some today. The black gold, well, 4. I've got the smokehouse. I tried it, and one of my favorites is Zero Dark 30. All right, so this is the other one. Let's see.
Okay, if you're in here, you need to.
I need to know before. Right quick, just answer here.
If not, we're fixing to give it to somebody else.
Gotta know if you're still here, Kay. Here, thank you.
There he is.
All right, Kay, do you need the book or would you rather have the coffee? Book or coffee? Tell me which one right quick before we move on. And I see several of them saying coffee, coffee, coffee.
Yeah, everybody wants that coffee. The owners of the coffee place is in here, guys.
Yeah. We gotta go.
She says, I want the canning book.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave you on the canning book. So I have one more coffee we'll give away in just a minute, and I have a Danny corn. So pop up some names, and if you've already won something in the last month, either on Patreon here or Pecan Grove, I won't be picking those so that we can give other people. Let's see. Hey, Alabama. I'll send you a coffee. How about that? Let me write that down. All right, so I'm sending you a black gold.
Send us your address, Hey, Alabama.
All right, now, who was the electriculture rods? I forgot. I didn't write that one down. Lippy, I need help.
I don't think we did that one.
Yeah, it was Jessica somebody, right?
Oh,
I'll get it from Lippy, but yeah, it was Jessica somebody.
It was Jessica, yeah.
All right, the only thing, I have 2 things left. One is Danny Corn, and I see several people popping that up. So let's go back and see who's in here. How are people winning? Okay, now, the reason I picked some of those is when I put those pictures up, and I asked, did you send me something that was in those pictures? Some of those people sent me something that was in those pictures. One of them I did not mention was Miss Nanny Joyce. She sent the thing that's hanging on the Santa hat. I'm going to send Miss Nanny Joyce something, but I'm not telling y'all what it is. Just saying.
Molly Smith says, I won Danny Corn in August. Don't include me.
Okay. Do you see somebody there on Danny Corn?
Well, you keep it bouncing up and down so much till, let's see here.
All right, somewhere in here.
Let's see here. I don't,
Kim at Homestead Days. How about that? Now, if y'all have won before any place, y'all have to, because y'all have different names on places.
Kim at Homestead Days.
Oh. I was writing all kinds of weirdness.
That's what I was fixing to say. You're writing all kind of crazy things.
Lippy's writing it down. She'll straighten me out. All right, so Kim, I'll send you some Danny corn.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all gonna have to get ready because Miss Lippy's fixing to get ready. Lippy's gonna type the word start in, and we're gonna be giving away a 4-pack of Miss Lippy's blends here. And hit that blue button. When she hits start. Yikes.
Oh, I'm doing this
left.
Right, I'm doing it left-handed.
Move. Y'all, he's messing with stuff. Usually it's me messing with stuff. When Lippy types start, I need a number between 100 and 200. Between 100 and 200. Write down a number right there. Between Lippy put
100
start.
and 200?
Yeah, between 100 and 200. All right, Lippy, where's your start button? I guess I need to put it.
But she got to know the number too.
No, I'll tell. Where did she go? Did she put them?
Start.
There she did. Okay. Lippy put start. Between 100 and 200. All right.
Send Miss Lippy the number.
All right, there you go. I sent it to you. Hopefully she's got it. Hit stop, Lippy. Hit stop. All right, Lippy, hit stop, or we're going to be here all night long. You're going to be going through numbers for hours.
Okay, let me get back here. Let me see if I can.
I sent her. She's got it, so and she's back there. Maybe.
Yeah, but I'm fixing to see.
I don't know if it'll let us go that far back. Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy, boy. When you said go, these
I
people.
Knew they would.
Okay, we're right here.
She put start right here. Okay, so, and Danny wrote a number down. It's right here, and I'm going to show it to y'all in a minute when she tells me. I think she's found a winner. Tammy. Just Tammy? It don't have nothing else, just Tammy. Is that right? All right, this is what Danny wrote. 189. And Lippy's saying Tammy. So I'm guessing there's somebody here with just Tammy on there. Let me write this down. All right, so.
I had to stop it. You had it in my hand. I can't get over where you're at.
I know. You had it turned odd.
Yeah.
All right, so if there's somebody. Tammy something. That helps. I need to know Tammy
back
something.
it up. You're going to have to back it up.
Let me go back.
I had it over halfway through it.
I have to see if I can find a Tammy something. It's not going to let me go back to... Oh, we had it back and then we quit. Let's see. All right, all the Tammys, put your name up where Lippy can see. Gosh, it's not letting me go down.
That's what I was trying to reach over and grab that where it would let me go down.
I'm seeing everything.
I see everything but that.
All right, so Tammy, all the Tammys, put your name up so Lippy can see which one it was.
Hold on, slow down.
I'm still not seeing it.
I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, but I didn't go all the way back. It went by so fast. There's one, but she saw somebody.
Well, she had to see that before then.
Yeah. All right, she put stop there. Let's see if she's found. Well, where is it? Let's go all the way down. Tammy Stafford, she said.
Okay, Tammy Stafford.
That's what it is. Where am I at? Stafford. All right. Tammy Stafford saying she put 188.
Oh, it's not 188. It's that. Go back.
189.
It's 189.
I saw somebody that put 189. It was
Norma.
a guy. Wasn't it a guy?
Nope, it was Norma.
I thought it said Norman.
It may have been Norman. It started with an N.
I saw somebody that put 189. It was, because I didn't know. All right, we got to go back. Let me look and see. If Tammy put 188, then it was. I saw somebody. I know it was Norman or Norma Kibler.
Yeah, Norma Kibler.
If Tammy Stafford, let me see what she says. Okay, Tammy Stafford says she put 189. Okay, thank you. All right, so Tammy Stafford is the winner. All right. Miss Norma did put it, but it was later.
Okay.
All right, so we've got everybody on all these. Y'all gonna have to let me know. We've got the electroculture rods is Jessica. The coffee, Miss Darlene gets the holiday blend. Who got the other one? There was another coffee. Hey, Alabama got the black gold. Miss Lippy's blends is Tammy Stafford. The cooking book or canning book is Kay Kinmon. The Danny Corn is Tony Rayleigh and Kim at Days Homestead. Cornmeal is Miss Nancy Tharp. And I'm sending Nanny Joyce something. So y'all just hang on. I guess next week we have some books from Danny. We have the Alexa Pure picture. And I can't remember what else. Carrie, Danny's daughter, that does the T-shirts for us. You're never too old to play in the dirt, and all the others.
Yep, she does all the
these
life-changing events.
I've got
Life is a garden, dig it.
I've got one of these I'm going to be giving away next week. She was here today. She has her website up. It is rcfdesigns.com. You can go check all those out, and we'll be giving away some stuff like that next week, along with the Alexa Pure, and I'm not sure what all before next week. All right, everybody's saying they keep Susie Q in their prayers, so we want to.
Joanne McCarr says, note, using the future, Control F and putting in the number will help you find the winner faster.
Lippy, Control F. That might help. Oh. All right.
All right.
Now, what are we doing? People putting up their
prayer requests.
requests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew by the time we did that, it was going to be
getting
close. It would be getting close.
So a lot of people this time of the year, there's
lots of sickness this time of year.
Pneumonia's been going around.
Pneumonia's been a big one going around. Even young kids is getting it in the schools and everything here.
Yeah, so y'all be really careful during the holiday season. It is a time that people get together, and lots of times you may not know you're sick till after you've been around family and friends, and you get home, and then all of a sudden you're come down with something. Doesn't mean you got it there. You could have got it at the grocery store, and that you spread it. So y'all be careful.
Shane King says, Danny, can metal R panel be used for a smokehouse? Yeah, you can use metal R panel as long as the inside is not painted. If it's galvanized, you can use it, but I don't know if I would use the painted, because if you get it really, really hot, the paint may want to come off of the inside of it.
Tony, thank you so much. All right, I see lots of people putting up prayer requests of all kinds. All right, so what else? I've got, on Pecan Grove, I've gotten a little behind on anything I'm giving away there, but y'all keep up with the videos. Sometimes we throw something in there.
We hadn't had a chance this week to make many videos because I've been working on the walls and the flooring and all that in the house, and I just haven't had.
I looked at him, I said, I have no videos, and he says, that's okay. Sometimes we got to take a day for us.
Yeah.
So we did. We took several days. And
Kay Kinman says, where do the winners send our addresses?
deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com. So, and to y'all, this next week, is it around Christmas? It's going to start being pretty cold, right? So
yeah, we have a massive Arctic blast coming down through the whole nation, all the way to the southern tip of Florida. It's going to be in the 20s teens, single digits, way below freezing for lots of people for days on end. You know, so for us here in the Deep South, we're going to go through several days of it. So I know anyone north of us is going to be even worse than we are.
Most of y'all are north of us.
And then there's going to be lots of snow and ice and stuff coming in with this Arctic blast. So
Yeah.
y'all, please be careful during these next week, especially toward Christmas.
Yeah. So y'all be careful on the roads, be careful everywhere. Carol says, could you do your giveaways on your channel so Danny could give us his words of wisdom on this channel? This is when we do our live streams, and live streams is for us to have fun and stuff like that. Y'all have to listen to Porch Time. He does give a little bit of
after
something.
I finish tonight, I will.
Yeah, this is not about him just sitting talking on here tonight. It's about us fellowshipping and having fun, and that's what we do. Watch your hot water tanks too.
In the attic, yes.
Yes, people that have attics, yeah. Hurley is south of you, but still going to be cold. Yeah, Tony,
Yep.
You're going to be a little bit on the cold side. Make sure your gas tanks are full. Yes. Yep.
When is the Arctic blast for the South? It's going to start around the 20th, 19th to 20th, and go through the 23rd, 24th, and then it's going to warm up a little bit, and then probably come back again.
Lori, we will be praying. Yeah, power problems coming. It could, because
it will, because
Texas had it.
Yes, we got power problems coming. I mean,
keep a way to stay warm, whether it's blankets, extra clothes, sleeping bags. Put something over your windows. I think somebody asked earlier about could they put plastic over windows for radiation. I would say that it could melt it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it wasn't going to work from radiation.
You got to have something that it won't melt.
Yeah, you're going to have something different for radiation.
Yeah, you would need, if you're in an area that
you'd have to have something like aluminum foil or something like that to even help with that.
But during this cold, you would need some type of insulation, blankets, not sheets, they're too thin. You would need blankets or heavy curtains, blackout curtains, blinds, something that helps keep that air from coming in. Should we put straw on our onions from Hoss? That's what we're considering.
We're considering putting some hay or straw or something on our onions outside from Hoss too. If we can, we're seriously considering it.
Yeah. Pray for Mr. Tom. Have you been over to his channel lately?
I did a couple of times. He's done some talks, and he's in good spirits, I believe. But he still needs our prayers. He still needs our prayers.
And his channel is Deepsouth, Alabama?
Yeah, Deepsouth, Alabama.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Let's see, where are we at now?
Let's see here.
What is the Arctic blast? When is the Arctic blast? You answered
Amanda,
that.
I've already answered that one. I said the 19th, somewhere around the 19th to 20th to about the 23rd, 24th, and then it's going to warm up a little bit after that.
Yeah. All right. And always, if it doesn't get that bad, that's okay, but at least prepare, because we did not prepare a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't supposed to get below freezing, and it got down like 28. And they did not predict that at all. So we lost a few plants because of that, because we weren't expecting it to go that low. So don't always go by what you see newscasters tell you.
Right.
Just kind of prepare for the worst and hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah.
Deep South Bama. That's it. Not Alabama. It's Deep South Bama with Mr. Tom. Okay. I knew it. I was thinking Alabama, but that's why I was thinking that. Now, you ready for a prayer?
Yep. We need to go ahead and pray. Father, we come to you, Lord. We want to, first of all, take the opportunity to praise you. and to tell you thank you for all the prayers that you've been answering for us, Lord. We've gotten lots of emails and letters and stuff from people who've had answered to prayers and thanked us for praying and different things, Lord. And Lord, it ain't got anything to do with us. It's all about you, and we acknowledge that, and we want to say thank you for answering people's prayers. And tonight we don't want to be any different. We want to lift up people's voices before you. We want to stand in the gap, and Father, we want to ask a special prayer for lots of people are praying that their cancer don't come back. People praying that their test results are good. Lots of people saying they're still cancer free. Lots of people just having other physical issues, Lord, pneumonias and different kinds of other problems they're having. We just want to lift up everybody in the chat tonight who's put up a prayer request to you, and ask that you, Father, that you just take time to look down upon their every situation that they're involved in and meet the need, Father. Meet the need of every one of them here tonight. Some may be having problems that they're not wanting to even talk about, and they're unspoken, and yet they feel that they shouldn't even mention them, Father. Sometimes those are the more precious ones and the most intimate ones, and we're asking that you'll look down upon theirs also, Father, and meet those needs. And then give everybody the courage that whenever they have a prayer answered, that they'll come on and say, I have a praise report, and be willing to give a praise report and say thank you to the Lord for answering their prayers, and not be like the 9 out of the 10 that the Lord healed and didn't come back. Only the one came back, Father. The other ones just walked away and wasn't even thankful. And Father, I pray that everybody will be thankful when you answer their prayers tonight, because I believe in my own heart that you will answer the prayers, and that you do answer the prayers. The scriptures tell us we have not because we ask not, but when we ask amiss. In other words, we ask to consume it upon our own lust. So we got to learn how to ask. And Father, tonight I'm just approaching you humbly, asking in the name of Christ that you would answer these prayers tonight. We love you, Father. We appreciate you. Ask that you do forgive us for we failed you. Watch over our country. Watch over our leaders now, Lord. Seems like a lot of stuff's going on right now, and we need prayers for America, Father, and for the ones who are getting ready to run this nation. We ask these things in Christ's name. Amen. Okie dokie.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Darren asked this before. What do you think about laminate log cabin in Oklahoma?
About a laminate log cabin? Oklahoma is a very humid area. I don't know if I would do a laminate log there. There's just a lot of humidity in Oklahoma. I don't know that it would be a wise idea to use anything laminated for a log home. I wouldn't think so anyway.
I'm getting sleepy.
We can't have that now.
Yeah.
It's only 8 o'clock.
8 something.
Good Lord have mercy.
That's why we start early.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody said there was ads and commercials during the prayer.
I don't doubt
It doesn't surprise me at all.
I figured they would just shut us off totally.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we don't hold off everybody here tonight.
You got a tip?
As y'all remember, any of you who's followed us for any length of time, do y'all remember when I told you here, it's been probably been a year now.
My eyes are
6
watering.
months to a year, I've been telling y'all to keep your eyes on the skies. I mean, do y'all remember that? Do any of you remember me telling you to keep your eyes on the skies? And to keep building your faith? Because right now, everything that's happening is happening in the skies. Everybody keeps wanting to know, what about the drones? What about the drones? Well, let's talk about those drones for just a minute. First of all, technically, they're not what you call a real drone. They're more or less an unmanned aircraft, if you want to just be technical about it. The information that's out there is that they do have the ability to ward off any kind of shots that's fired at them or anything like that. I will tell you this, they're coming from the ocean. They're coming landside. I can't go into in-depthness about the ocean part of it because I would probably get in trouble if I did, and if I even told you, you would not believe it anyway.
It'd probably shut us off.
They'd probably shut me off immediately.
But that's, y'all know that.
But I'm going to tell you to keep your eyes now on the oceans. Watch the oceans, okay? Don't quit watching the skies. Keep your eyes in the skies. But now I'm going to tell you to start watching and looking for stuff about the oceans, because this is not new, okay? This has been going on for really quite some time. It's just that now, ahead of a particular person fixing to take office, they're trying to do a lot of distractions right now and get everybody's mind. Well, let me back up. If you also remember, I told you here a while back that they're going to start doing a lot of stuff about UFOs and all these unidentified aircrafts and stuff like that. I told you that was fixing to be popular. Aliens was fixing to be very popular. You're going to start seeing, I said, remember I told you, I said, what would you do? I kind of gave you a hint. I said, what would you do if you saw a 12 or 15 foot being? I mean, what would it do to you? How would you feel if you saw that? Would it scare you? What would it do? What would be your reaction to it? These are things that are fixing to start coming to fruition. You're fixing to start seeing more and more and more of this. And believe it or not, they're going to blame it on a particular country. I'm not going to name the country, but they're going to blame it on one particular country. And they're going to do that because they need a reason to go to war. And
don't say that word again now.
I can't get it. Oh, I done said it once. I can't say it again. Okay.
That's one of the words that they will.
That's one of the trigger words.
Yeah.
But yeah, they need a reason for another theater. Okay. So I'm trying. I got to watch every word on this YouTube. But YouTube, boy, they hit me.
They're hitting people really bad on certain words.
Yeah, on certain words. I'm having to choose my words. You know, just guys, how to say this stuff.
I'm not sure where you're going.
Well, I've got to figure out how to say it. There was a reason for letting tons and tons of people come across the borders right ahead of this. Not all of them have been Hispanic.
All right, remember your dream. I think you told it on, I know you did on Patreon. Did you tell it here?
No, I did not tell it here. I told it on Patreon.
All right, can you briefly
I'm going to give you a briefing of a dream I had back in 1980.
No, the one you had a couple of years ago with your dad. Remember it was?
Oh, yeah.
That one, this was about 2 years.
About 2 years ago, I had a dream. My father had passed away by then, and I had a dream. My father and I were riding down the road, and my father was driving, and I was in the passenger seat. And the sides of the roads had all grown over. There was no highway crews mowing the sides of the roads or anything. The roads were all grown over on the sides. And my father looked at me and he said, "Son, what do you see?"
Just don't say the word.
And I told him, I said, Dad, everything's grown up. It looks like there's been no highway maintenance in like 2 or 3 years. He said, no, son, what do you see? And as I began to stare, I began to see different soldiers from a particular country all in the woods on the sides of the road. And when I told him that, we were immediately inside of city limits. And when we were inside of city limits driving, he said, what do you see now, son? And I looked and I said, I see tanks. I see armored trucks. They're everywhere. He said, no, what do you see? And as I began to look, I said, I see these same soldiers that I saw in the sides of the roads. I see them in the armored vehicles from this particular country. And then the dream, he was gone. And I woke up. And I was like, okay, is this going to be real or is this not going to be real? And then this year, over 20,000, I know of over 20,000 young men from this particular country of fighting age came across the border into our country. So, and I also know that they have been spotted around nuclear facilities in the Carolinas, in both North and South Carolina. So I know that they're here for a reason.
Also, Danny's not the only one that said anything. In the last week, I bounce around all over everywhere on YouTube when I have time and I'm in the kitchen. And I don't remember who, but 2 or 3 different people mentioned almost something similar to his dream, but they weren't talking about a dream. They were talking about reality, and I don't remember what newscast or if it was a certain, just some person talking. So he's not the only one that's had something similar to that. That is something that is.
Yeah. I mean,
it is out there now.
It's, guys, they're not going to be able to hide this much longer, okay? You've only got a very short period of time to do whatever you need to do, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. Be as prepared as you can be. I don't believe in doom and gloom. I believe in education. I believe education is power. I believe knowledge is power. I don't look at it as a scare tactic or anything like that. If a tornado was coming toward my house, I would want my phone or Wanda's phone to go off and give me a warning. If a hurricane was coming in on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, I would want my news channels to warn me that the hurricane was coming and about what time it was going to be here, what mile-an-hour winds it was going to be.
Even if it was not completely accurate, as long as it gives us a warning timetable.
Yeah.
And this could happen tomorrow, next week, next year, 5 years from now, who knows what's in the plans, but stay prepared. And like Danny said, keep your eyes on the sky, keep your eyes on the land, under your feet.
Let me tell you what, there's more. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to give you the verse right now. I want y'all to look this verse up. When the Lord displaced the fallen angels went to other planets. Some went down into the earth. And there's a verse in the scriptures that the Lord's, and I'm going to paraphrase it. The Lord says, it doesn't matter where you go, whether you go to the heavens or whether you go under the oceans or into the earth or wherever you go, the Lord says, I'm there. In other words, you can't hide from me. So there's entities, I'm going to use the word entities, there's entities out there that are under the ocean. There's entities that are actually on other planets that are headed in our direction at this time. There's entities on our planet right now. There's entities inside the earth that we have special forces guarding their entrances. I mean, these things all exist whether we want to admit it or not. It doesn't matter to me if someone believes it or not. I don't really care because I know it to be a fact that they're here. So you can't sit back and you cannot deny anything, because I'm telling you, if you put yourself in a bubble right now, you're living in prophetic times, and you're going to see things that your fathers, your forefathers, none of them ever saw. You're going to see things that just blows your mind. Stop and think why Hollywood has put out all of these movies in the past about all these weird transformer-looking creatures and all these spaceships and UFOs and aliens and all this kind of stuff. They're trying to get the younger generation prepared for when they start seeing these beings here upon the earth. And they are already being seen now. There's multiple reports of people seeing them. There's lots of covered up going on right now about them. There's lots of misinformation out there also about them. And I mean, I can't go into any more of a detail than that, but it is scriptural that they're here. And you're going to see more and more of these unmanned aircraft sightings out there. And I'm going to give you a reason why they're not a drone. Okay, I know I'm not even looking at the chat. I haven't looked at your chat since I started talking.
I'm watching it.
I'm going to give you a reason why this is not a drone. Okay? I'm going to tell you why it's an unmanned aircraft. First of all, if it was a drone, more than likely it would be running off of a lithium battery. And because lithium batteries only have a certain amount of charge time on them, these aircraft have too many lights running on them. They're going from state to state to state. A lithium battery could not hold up for that length of time. Secondly, if they were from outer space, okay? If they were from outer space and they were from another galaxy or another planet, do you really think that their technology would be so bad that they would sound like an SUV or a loud propped airplane buzzing and humming? I hardly think so. If they were from another galaxy and they had the technology to get here, they would be so quiet you wouldn't even hear them. I mean, stop and think about, just use some common sense. I mean, think about it.
Unless they've come up with new types of batteries, which I know they do have some different things.
Well, I actually know that there's a battery that's no bigger than this right here that can run your house for a year. Okay, I know that battery exists. They just won't let it out because of power companies and stuff. Now, could it eventually be let out? I mean, they've already made it, so yes, I know. I can also tell you the new batteries that's going to come out in your phone. You see the size of my little fingernail right there on the end of my finger? The new batteries in the phone are smaller than that. And they can power a phone for a year. Okay, I mean, so this phone that Ms. Wanda holds right here, lots of people go buy this phone right here, and they pay $500 to $1,500 for this phone. You know what it costs to make that phone? It costs $12. Less than $12. $11.76, I think it is, to make that phone. Whenever you go to buy that, you're not buying the phone, you're buying the plan. And then when you pay a monthly bill, you're paying a monthly fee to use the plan you just bought. You're not paying for the phone. Okay, the phone is old technology. So, anyway, enough is enough.
And if you really want to know what's going on, read Revelation, Daniel, Ezekiel,
Isaiah,
Hosea,
Joel. I mean,
go start reading. A lot of you can say what you want, but you don't pick the Bible up. You don't read, and you go. But I want to know what's going on. Danny, tell me what's going on.
It's every bit
pick
in
your Bible
the Bible.
Up. Pick
every bit
your
of
Bible up.
Yeah.
Please. That's what I'm saying. Pick your Bible up. Don't depend on Danny, because he might misquote you something. That's why he says, I'm going to put it in my own words.
Yeah.
Go read it for yourself.
Joan Matchett said, Danny, why are they bringing all the young men into Britain? Well, let's just put it this way. There's always a ground zero for something, and the UK is ground zero. So, I mean, that's all I'm going to say. I can't go any. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble. So
yeah. Yeah, but if everybody would pick up their Bible, me included, everybody, and start back reading prophecy, you won't be as afraid of prophecy, because Danny and I were talking about this, and I guess we won't get in too much about it, but we were talking about it this morning. There's places where it describes what angels and those beings look like.
Yeah.
Read the Bible. See what they look like. They weren't these cute little pretty looking people in white gowns and wings floating around. Go look when it describes what an angel, good or bad, looks like.
Okay, let me make one other comment before I get off of here. Y'all are going to probably see online somewhere that a particular radio station, I think it was, 106.7 or something like that, while these drones were flying over, what was it, New Jersey or New York, somewhere
New Jersey, I think.
Or New York, I think it was actually New York.
Oh, yeah, they were somewhere.
That this radio station went off the air, and all you could hear on the radio station was this row, 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 row type noise over the radio. Guys, don't freak out about that, because technically when you hear something like that, that's an encrypted code. If you speed it up and change the treble and the bass on it, and you get the right speed on it, you'll actually hear people's voices talking. They've just slowed it down and made it sound that way because there's people communicating, and that's called encryption. So don't freak out about the sounds where it sounds like a bear or a lion growling or something like that. It sounds like some kind of horrible beast or something other. It's nothing more than just an encrypted code, more than likely.
Okay, so we got to get off of here tonight, but
hey, Jennifer,
y'all pick your Bibles up and go to looking for these things. See what you find out, and let us know, especially in porch time. Tell Danny what you found out about what an angel actually looks like. You'll be surprised. If you've never read it, you will be surprised.
Yeah, wheel within a wheel. You'll find that in the book of, we're talking about Elijah. He talks about, it's in Daniel, where he talks about a wheel inside, Ezekiel. He talks about a wheel turning inside a wheel. That's what we would call today a UFO, an unidentified flying object.
Yeah. All right, guys. Where should you start reading? Where should they start?
Well, it depends on
what kind of questions you're going to be
depends on what kind of questions you want. I mean, if you want to just get the book of John, not 1 John or 2 John, but just the book of John, like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The book of John is a book of brotherly love. It's really a good place to start to just kind of get the feel of the love of Christ. And by the time you get through with John, then you can move on over into Romans. If you're grounded now, you can start reading the book of Romans. Romans chapter 1 will knock the socks off of most people right off the bat, because a lot of stuff that you see going on in the United States right now is all in Romans chapter 1. And then you can move on from that over to Corinthians. There's lots of things into Corinthians, lots of things in Galatians that's going on in the world right now. Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, Matter of fact, one of the verses I mentioned a while ago, you probably find in 2 Thessalonians. Just But if you just want just a good read, the book of John is probably a good place to start.
A lot of people, some saying start at the beginning. If you start in Genesis, if you're interested in creation and stuff.
If you're interested in creation,
yes.
Yeah.
But a lot of people get bogged down once they start in Genesis. They get into the genealogy.
The genealogy, and this person begat that person, that person begat that person.
And, all this Deuteronomy, Numbers, all this stuff bogs people down.
Those things all deal with the law.
Yeah.
They deal with the exodus of Israel out of Egypt and all those kind of things. And you really stay in all that until you get over to somewhere past Joshua, Judges, and then you get into the book of Kings. Then you get into the Chronicles of the Kings.
And it's good to know that.
And it's good to know that stuff. But if you really want to get to the meat of the word that deals with what's going on today, you're going to have to get into the book of Daniel. You're going to have to get into the book of Ezekiel, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Hosea, Revelation. You're going to have to get into these books.
Even Matthew.
Well, Matthew was written strictly to the Jews.
But I mean toward the end where he's talking about what's to come.
Yeah, Matthew 24.
Yeah.
You get into what's called the Olivet Discourse. It deals specifically when the disciple says, Lord, can you tell us what will be the end of the age? And he goes into explaining to them what's going to happen at the end of time.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got to go. We'll talk to you guys later. Let me find out where we're at. We will see y'all next week.
All right.